Hello, everyone, and welcome to Main Street Swim with Jim, where Jim Ludwig, the founder of Main Street Financial Planning, helps you to avoid the sharks in the water. And today, we're really excited to have one of our longtime friends and followers, Anne and Al Ortiz, who are involved in a concept called medical sharing. Good morning and afternoon, Anne and Al.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, Jim?
We're doing great, and we're so happy. The purpose of Swim with Jim is to interview interesting people on important topics that our viewers and listeners need to be aware of. And I've been following you, and you've been following me for a long time, and you got into a concept called medical sharing. Why did you look into medical sharing?
Excellent question. In that particular situation, I have retired from my Fortune 500 company, and what the company did at the time of retirement, not only me, but a group of people, they really reneged on their healthcare retiree benefits. So we have to look at alternatives. And we look at several alternatives, including like ACA. We look at other alternatives, even from just hazardous type insurance policies and so forth. And we came across this concept. And so we studied initially, and then we asked ourselves the question, can we take a risk? Can we actually, take advantage of this? And said, we decided to go ahead and go. So we got involved with this. Obviously, in our particular situation, we are healthy people and didn't have a great need, but basically we decided to take a chance and get involved.
And explain to us and our listeners and viewers, what is medical sharing?
Medical sharing is a sort of an indemnity type coverage. It's not insurance. And what it does is basically you pay a monthly fee, which is very affordable. In our particular case, was roughly about $299 or $300 a month. And in return, under the guidelines of the plan, basically you get certain medical services and coverages. And the way it worked for us is basically you go get the services, and as a result, they bill the sharing, and then those expenses get shared among a larger pool of people.
Okay. And what was your learning curve concerning medical sharing?
We've been members for about 2.5 years. And on the 2.5 years that we've been members, so the first years we really did not have a need to use it at all. But on the second year of participation, we roughly decided to take physicals like everybody does. So I went and got my physical done. I also visited a specialist. And also my wife, Anne here, she had decided to go do a physical, but she got mammograms and colonoscopy and all the other services that is typically part of a routine of wellness. So we had that done, and basically our experience has been that it was coverage under this particular type indemnity policy. We found out that the clinic that we were using were not used to this type of coverage, or this type of I don't want to call it insurance, but this type of coverage, medical coverage, and basically we had some challenges. But nevertheless, we had to pay close attention to the services that we were receiving, how the doctor was coding those services. So it took some time, but nevertheless, we got adjusted.
So what problems have you encountered, and how did you go about solving them?
Go ahead, Anne. I'm going to pass it on to her.
The only problems that we really fell upon was the medical billing. Once through it, since it's an indemnity program, the billing departments at the clinics don't know how to bill it. It's not like a regular insurance where they know Blue Cross, they pay a certain amount and it just goes through. Here they had to manually enter everything. And once, like, all of our wellness visits were covered 100%, the payments got sent to the clinic. The billing department would send us the balance bill, which was always zero to us, but we always ended up with a bill, which I in turn had to send to a company that Liberty Health Share used called MedCost to work out getting those balances all taken care of with the billing department of the clinic. So that was the major problem. It's just staying on top of the billing with and working with MedCost to make sure that they take care of all the billing. That's been our only problem.
I know you're with one specific plan, but in my research, there are at least 4 major medical sharing plans. Did you look at all 4 or just start off with 2? How did you go about picking the provide without using names a lot? We're not promoting any particular name, but how did you go about analyzing all the programs you looked at?
Definitely, what we did in our particular case, and as you know, I'm a technical background person, so I did a trade. I look at all of them, and at least on the data that I receive, I look at their guidelines that they have for each of the programs and what's required to be admitted into that program. Some of them, they work like an association. In the particular one that we're involved with, you have to be a Christian faith, or, other ones have different requirements. But you look at the requirements entrance, and the fees are comparable in most of them, but the key thing was the guidelines, what they cover, what they didn't cover. So each program will offer a guideline, and we offer coverage after so many days and so forth. So each person should go through those, look at those closely, and decide if they're going to take this path to choose what's best for them.
Okay. So when you looked at your regular health plan options, what kind of monies were you talking about versus these medical sharing plans? We want to see what the difference is.
Sure. Well, originally we went and looked at ACA. I think our cost was roughly about $2,000 a month and about $6,000 a year deductible. Included some wellness, but also included you have to make co-pays. We use what they call a bronze plan, and when we look at the coverage and I started adding the numbers, it just became clear to me that the amount of the money that I was going to spend in getting that coverage and the return I'm going to get in services was, for our particular situation, was not a good fit. So when I calculated, I think in the about 2+ years that we've been, we came in excess of 48,000 plus whatever expenses you can account for the years that we have in these medical services. In those 2 years, the physical and all the procedures that Anne had received, we came with a total of about somewhere about $58,000, something like that. And then if you take back the $300 a month that we pay, it comes out to about $7,700. And so when I look at the numbers, we were able to save the difference in savings was about 87%. And if there's a Fidelity study out there that came out back, I think it was 2015 or 16, that basically shows that in retirement you will spend somewhere about $260,000, and if you add long-term care, about $300,000. And if you think about $300,000, and you're going to save 87% of that cost, that's enormous. And so it makes some point also very affordable for some people that are extremely concerned, because I don't know one single person that has not sit down and is concerned about health care in retirement and how they're going to cover the cost. Also, there's another one reference that I have that I'll email it to you. I think it's the Employee Benefits Institute research, and they actually did a study, and they looked at a specific actual cost of healthcare in retirement, and they came out some interesting numbers. And the thing that appeased me the most about the risk, it was not as great as perceived. So that was kind of the difference. So I did a little bit of research. I'll email you the links to those 2 studies so you can look at them and also offer them for reference.
Yeah, folks, I'll put the links to all the information that Al and Anne send us, plus links to the 4 different plans that I have found and looked at over the last few months Any final thoughts that our viewers or listeners should pay attention to?
Sure. The first is that this might not be a solution for everybody. You have to look at your particular situation. You have to read the guidelines, make an assessment, and decide on your own whether you're willing to take the risk. And as you know, Jim, we've been kind of your guinea pigs on this and be reporting on our results. And so far it's been very favorable. We're extremely happy, and it's worked out great for us. And if you're out there, I just want to let you know that don't lose faith or lose hope. There's a solution that is available to other people that is feasible and can be used. And also, I want to offer, if somebody has any specific questions of our particular situation, we're more than happy to share with anybody.
And I'll be happy to pass those along to you, Anne and Al. Thank you today for joining us and for being our guinea pig on medical sharing, because it is an interesting concept. I think it's something that many people should look at and judge for themselves. We at Main Street Financial Planning will always help people make these kind of important financial decisions, because as Al and Anne have pointed out, saving 87% of that other kind of normal health insurance that they were looking at is a dramatic saving. And it sounds like at this point in time, they're really satisfied. We're going to check back in a couple of years and see because the more you're satisfied and the more good experiences you have, the better it is for other people looking into this. And we really thank you. You guys have a great day, listeners. You've been enjoying an interview with Anne and Al Ortiz, our longtime friends and followers on Main Street Financial Planning. This is Jim Ludwig, the founder. We want to wish everybody a great day. Thank you now. Bye.